now, when? Listen, today is not another pep talk. It's a wake-up call for you. If you don't create now, then when? When do you want to create? You came here because somewhere inside you, a voice is tired of watching and wants to get doing. That voice is the truest part of you. It's the part of you that is designed to create, not consume. I want to say to you, you're welcome to this live session today. By the end of this session, I'll be giving you 10 reasons you can't afford to delay your work and what each delay costs you. And then I'll be showing you the real hidden reasons creators hesitate and a practical fix for each of these reasons. Plus, at the end of the day, I'll be giving you the real resources that you need and a concentration activation plan. So it's a whole fully packed conversation. You actually want to go and welcome somebody, share this live with somebody, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Hi, hello everybody, and I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. I help busy professionals like you master confidence smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. This is me saying to you a huge welcome to the conversation for today. If you do not create today, then when? Like I said, today is not another day, it's not another pep talk, no. I just say this, if what I just said to you kind of aches you in a kind of way, you feel pushed by what I just said, put your favorite emoji for me in the comment section. Hello, Ivy. Hello, everybody. Now, imagine that you're given a small plot of land. I want to begin with this analogy. A small plot of land at dawn. Early in the morning, someone comes and gives you a small plot of land. Now, this plot of land is enough for you to plant one seed. If you plant that seed today, do you know that a tree begins to grow? Immediately. If you dig tomorrow, the seed might sprout. You planted it today, you decide to dig tomorrow, the seed might sprout. But if you delay a month, weeds will begin to appear on that your land. If you delay further a year, guess what will happen? Someone else will plant a forest and sell the shade. You may even be the person buying it. Creation rewards immediate planting. That's what I want to say to you. The moment between I should and I start is where most legacies die. That is why I began with a question. If you do not create today, then when? Hello, Uta. Hi, everybody. So good to see you here. Let me know in the comment section, where are you joining in from? Today, I'm going to give you everything that you need to actually create right now. Because if you do not create today, then when do you want to create? You know, I love the way it is said in Psalms 90 verse 12. Oh, teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Our brain strengthens what it practices. The moment you start practicing something, your brain begins to strengthen. You begin to get strength in that area. I love the way neuroscience says it. It says that habit is a muscle. Every habit you want to build is a muscle. So it grows when it is used. Delay destroys that muscle. So instead of you to start building up and you are delaying it, you are destroying the muscle of habit is a muscle. Hello, peace. Hi, everybody. So good to see you here. I need you to whisper this to yourself. Write it down in the comment section. I will plant my seed today. Please write it like you mean it. Because you know, like I asked you the question at the beginning of this life, if you do not create today, then when? So I need you to write this down. I will plant my seed today. I will start creating today. Because life is like that plot of land that is given to you. If you do not start working on it right now, weeds will grow. So there's no vacuum. There's no, that land was just there. No, there's no vacuum. That weeds will start growing. If you do not start working on it, weeds will start growing. And the sad part is that somebody may now come and plant on that land. Plant and then have wood. You may end up going to buy that wood tomorrow. By the time you need to change furniture in your house, you may end up going to buy it. Oh, how sad will it be if someone now tells you, it is that your land that you were meant to plant on. That was where I planted this tree from where this your furniture was made from. Thank you. Like I said in the comment section, I will plant my seed today. Teach us to number our days. What are the 10 reasons delaying your creation is dangerous? Number 1, loss of momentum. See, momentum compounds. When you start creating small wins, you break the chain of delay and you start building momentum. And the thing about momentum is that you don't wake up on December 25th and realize, oh, 6 days to the end of the year, let's move. I want to make sure that book is published. No. Momentum compounds. It's like a rolling stone. It picks up speed once you roll it. But the moment you stop rolling, it gets fixated on a place. And when you stop rolling, it takes you another effort to restart. Can you see? So, but when you keep rolling, it's easier to just keep rolling because momentum compounds. It's like a rolling stone. So habit formation works this way. Cue, routine, reward of circles. Cue, routine, reward of circles. Interrupted circles are harder to restore. So when you say things like, no, it doesn't matter, I can pick up anytime, let's leave it today, let me not create now, I can create now. Interrupted circles are harder to restore. That's why I know that book that you feel, let me just leave it, it will be my next year birthday gift, and you pack it up. To get back to that circle you interrupted is harder. Why? Because you lose momentum. When you delay your creativity, when you say it's not now, it will be later, you are losing momentum. You are losing momentum. How do you fix that? Today. Start today. Start now. Start right now. You don't know where to begin. Go and get yourself in the Smart Creating Lab. So that you start getting ready. 10 minutes today. Do a ritual today. Start up something. Not perfect, but present. Not perfect, but present. Number 2, the second reason delay is dangerous for you is that it erodes your confidence. Every time you choose to delay, you are telling your brain, I am not good enough for this. Every time. No, it's not just for me to just leave it. Next week and now continue. You are telling your brain. Each postponed action whispers you are not ready. And guess what? Your brain hears it and believes it. When the Bible says faith cometh by hearing and hearing the word, including the word your brain say. And if your brain is not saying words that can build faith, it means your brain is saying words that can build fear. There's no vacuum. Just like that land that you are giving. You don't plant anything in it, weeds start to grow. That's how it works as well. When you do not also do anything about the words that you hear, if they're not words of faith, they will definitely come words of fear. And the truth is, confidence is the wallpaper of your mind. If you tear one sheet off, that place looks bare. The room looks bare. Confidence is the wallpaper. Take it from me, I'm the confidence coach. My job is to help you build confidence smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. So I'm saying this to you from a place of understanding that your confidence is like a wallpaper in your room. If you tear it off, the room is bare. That's how it is. When you tear off your confidence, your creativity is bare. It can't give birth to anything. It can't look attractive. So you can't bring anything nice. So erosion of your confidence is one reason you should stop delaying your creativity. You are eroding your confidence. You are telling your brain, I'm not ready. You're giving to your subconscious words of fear. That is why after you say, I'm not ready, by the time you decide to pick up in February, the fear is there. In fact, by the time you bring out that book, I say, I want to write a book on handling late marriage. At the moment you think about it, somebody's book will just pop up and you say, someone has already written what I wrote. There's no need to write. That's it. The delay eroded you of your confidence. Iron sharpeneth iron. That's it. So don't wait. The ship is a tiny version of your idea. So start with that ship, that small idea. Start with it. Don't wait. Number 3, if you choose to wait, you begin to compile regrets. So opportunity that is missing can create regrets. Opportunity costs become regrets for every time you choose to delay. Delay doesn't just cost you time. So like the question today, if you do not create now, then when? It's not just costing you time, no. It's costing you doors that can close forever. Just imagine that you're supposed to make a product for young children. Thank you very much for the compliment. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m, Saturdays at 7 p.m. So if you want to see more of this beautiful face giving you value, because I teach you everything about confidence, smartness, then hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for being here. So let's say you're supposed to write a book for toddlers struggling with math, and then you are delaying that. You found a way of making it easier for toddlers to learn math as a teacher that has been teaching math for 35 years, 20 years. And you say, no, I don't want to release this book now. And you keep on moving. It's not just time you are losing. By the time you choose to do that in the next 2 years, will that child still be a toddler? Let's imagine the child was 3 at this time. You have lost that opportunity forever. That child will never read your book forever. It means that child may never know math. If you are the one God has given the curriculum for how that child will navigate math as a toddler. Delay doesn't just cost you time. It gives you regrets. Opportunity costs become regrets. I want you to list one opportunity that will vanish if you choose to delay your creation. If you choose to not write that book now, if you choose to not start that course now, think, pause, just hold on, and begin to ask yourself, what are the opportunities I can lose? That's why I said today's session is not just go and talk. No. I'm not here for that today. I am actually here to give you everything that you need to start now. Because if you do not start, faith is now. You read it in your Bible. Is it only when you want to make sickness to leave your body? It has to do with your creativity as well. Faith is now. List one opportunity. List 10 opportunities you can lose. Write it in your journal. In one line, name the opportunity you risk losing if you do not start creating now. Name it. Reason number 4. If you're bold enough, you can put it in the comment section. If you don't mind. Reason number 4. The 4th reason delay your creativity is dangerous is because you teach your mind to avoid risk. And I hope you know that life itself is a risk. So if you are teaching your mind to avoid risk, you're teaching your mind to avoid life. Every time you say, I'm not creating, I'm not just ready. I don't think my clients are ready yet. I don't think I have the audience yet. Every time you do that, guess what? You begin to create a system where avoidance becomes your default. Avoidance becomes your default. Guess what? Avoidance brings smaller choices. So as it's becoming your default, it's bringing you smaller choices. You're beginning to take smaller choices. And then eventually you choose comfort over craft. And I love the way my mentor coach, when you look, he says it. Comfort is the burial place of kings. When you are choosing to avoid to take that step, you are breeding a habit where avoidance becomes your default. And over time, you are choosing comfort over your craft. You are choosing comfort over your craft. The part of the brain that is called the amygdala. The amygdala's job is just to avoid issues, avoid threats, avoid risk. That avoidance will rewire decision pathways. It means that over time, since you keep avoiding, the decision pathway will not be formed in such a way that you begin to decide that, oh no, my job is just to consume. My job is just to look for the people that are doing this thing and just consume what they're doing. I'm not here to create. Your brain decides that based on the amygdala. And what happened to you is that you have taught yourself, you have taught your subconscious that avoidance is okay. You're choosing comfort instead of your craft. Whereas you're supposed to teach your brain to accept risk, to see risk as normal, to see risk as life. You're choosing the other way. Put it for me in the comment section. I would take one micro risk today. Some of you are thinking, oh, if I come and join this smart creating lab, are you sure it's not a risk? What if I now come? Me that have not even written this book for the past 10 years. Is it just this lab that will now make me to write it? Tell yourself, I would take that risk today. And I need you to take that risk. Yeah. Because taking that risk is training your brain to accept that your craft is your choice over your comfort. Asking the questions, are you sure this will be okay for me? Are you sure this will be okay for me? You are choosing comfort, because at the end of the day, your brain will not, your amygdala will not tell you, oh, it's a threat. It's a threat. No, it's a risk. No, don't take that course. No. So the moment you now say, no, you will not fall into comfort. Choosing comfort over your craft. Reason number 5. The fifth reason you need to choose your creativity, why it's dangerous to even delay it, is that, hey, thank you for the compliment, thank you, is that your best work depends on practice. Your best work does not depend on your readiness. It depends on your practice. I love the way Robin Sharma puts it. Genius is not the realm of genetics. Genius is the realm of practice. It simply means that skill blooms from repetition. Talent is the seed, work is the water. Without practice, talent is unrealized. Oh, these people are just talented authors. Who told you? Or the people that just do this thing, the way they shoot their video, are just talented. Who told you? Who told you? Talent is unrealized without the work, without the practice. Imagine that the guy who did symphonies refused to do it. His name is Beethoven. Imagine that he refused. What would happen? Imagine that Thomas Edison refused to make the incandescent light. Imagine what will happen. Today, I want you to accept that practice is okay. Because that's where your best work relies. Your best work doesn't rely on one perfect creation you will do in the next 10 years. It depends on the practice you choose to start up today. Type for me in the comment section, practice. Practice, practice, practice. The 6th reason, why should you stop delaying your creativity and start now? Why should you stop it? Because you lose creative ownership. You don't just only lose confidence. You don't just only lose opportunities. You don't just only train your brain to avoid risk. You are equally beginning to lose creative ownership. And it's from creative ownership that you can create. The day you lose your creative ownership, you lose your creativity. Delay hands the narrative to others. That's what it does. Losing creative ownership is simply you delaying. And when you delay, you are handing the baton over to others. You're simply saying, you know what? Anything about writing how to cook, I don't think I'm ready now. Guess what? You are handing the ownership to other chefs to keep creating. To keep creating. You're handing it over to the next person. So, you should choose. You should actually choose to create now. Because for every time you choose to, you are handing it over. If you don't write your story, you become an extra in someone else's script. And your story is your legacy. So if you do not write it, you don't write your own narrative, your own way to help the next generation, you become an extra. Thank you, Onyinye. So good to see you here. You hand the baton to others once you delay. You hand it over to the next person. You lose it. I want you to draft the first 3 lines of your personal brand story now. Write it somewhere. Write it somewhere. Because if you don't find yourself writing your own script, the highest somebody will do for you is to have you as an extra, as an attaché on their own script. Why should you never delay? Why should your creativity be done now? You should not delay. It's that competitive edge disappears. Oh, this thing, I know that it will be my competitive edge in this market space. This is what I want to bring into the market space. That your competitive edge can disappear because markets move. Where's BlackBerry? Where's BlackBerry? Choosing not to create now, delaying it. iPhone is coming. Hey, BlackBerry was there, Apple came. Phew. Competitive edge disappears. Early markers get attention. They get feedback. They get iteration time. There's something about the law of first mention. There's something about the law of early mention. Late comers fight to catch up. Don't be found in that place. The market move. Hold your competitive edge. Move now. The only way you hold it is that you're moving now. Delaying. Wait. Oh, I have a message for singles on how they will get married. While you are still struggling, somebody else will come. And by the time you get to the marketplace, we are mentioning the person that came first. And that's why you hear people say things like, this person is a copycat of this person. Latecomer struggle. BlackBerry never made it out of that struggle. They never made it. Apple came and they had the... If you're making any other phone that is looking like Apple right now, we'll still go for our Apple anyway. Any phone that's not iPhone, you're late to the show. It's better to be the first in a small room than to be the millionth in a stadium. This is my niche, coach. This is my niche I want to go into right now. It's as if I'm the first person to actually start it. Like, are we joking? We should be going already. You are the only one. I'm the only one who's just talking about reading. Yes. Yes, I'm the only one you know. Yes, it's fine. It's better to be the first in a small room than to be the millionth in a stadium. Before they will count up to a million. It is well with you. So launch a minimum offer this month, even if it's imperfect. Even if nobody has ever mentioned anything about it. Just launch. Write in the comment section for me. Launch. Launch. Launch it. And that's why the Smart Creating Lab is created for you. Because you keep delaying. Competitive edge is a thing. The market is moving. Before the people that are meant to be your clients have moved to the next person. Grab them. Number 8. The 8th reason most creators are delaying is because of perfectionism paralysis. You've not heard it before, right? Yes, that's why I'm the confidence coach. My job is to help you unlock confidence smartness. So the things you hear about confidence here, you can't hear it outside, all right? My job is to help you build confidence smartness, not just confidence, through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. And how do you build that? Join in here Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. We go live. Saturdays at 7 p.m. Okay? Oh, Precious, hi. Precious, is so good to see you here. Okay? Reason number 8, perfection paralysis. Perfectionism says not yet. Every time you hear it's not yet ready. Coach, it's not yet time. This Smart Creating Lab, are you sure it's for people like me? I don't think it's for people like me. It's perfectionism paralysis. I know the thing about perfectionism. The moment you get into that trap, you are paralyzed. That's what it is. Perfectionism paralysis. Not yet is a tuxedo. It's fear wearing a tuxedo. So you don't even agree that it's fear. You say things like, no, it's just, I want to do it, so coach, I want to do it, but I'm not yet ready. It's fear, ma. I wrote a book, Cultivating Confidence. And I use all of the letters in the word confidence. And the F, interestingly, in the word confidence, the F stands for fear fighting. Do you know why? If you do not understand that your confidence is tied to how you fight fear, you cannot be confident. Take it from me. Because you cannot become confident in creation until you are identified that perfectionism is fear putting on a tuxedo. Perfectionism is procrastination in an expensive suit. So if you do not create now, then when? Can you tell us exactly when? You can't give us a date. Even the date you're going to give to us, you do not have a clear plan on how this will be done then. Then it's perfectionism. It's procrastination. And procrastination always comes with an expensive suit. The name of the suit is called perfectionism paralysis. Fight it. Set a time box. Tell yourself right after this live, I'm registering for that Smart Creating Lab. You don't know how to register. The email is on our comment section. Send an email to the smartspeakersacademy@gmail.com and just write create. We'll get you registered. You get seated alongside other smart creators that are there waiting for the 30th of October. 3 days, 3 coaches that will hold you by the hand and walk you through now. Creating now. Oh, by the way, you get access to our 7-in-1 creative confidence kit, right? Oh, beautiful. One of the things you get is the how to create daily. So I'm giving you 365 tools on how to create daily. 365 tools that can make you create every day. Because here's one thing I've gotten, right? During this live, sometimes when people come to me and they say things like, Coach, how do I create daily? So we're putting in for you 365 tools. And it's about 7 bundles. So the daily creative guide is just one of the guides where you get the 365. There are about 6 more of them. Sustaining your creativity, scaling up your creativity. About 7 guides. Mindset for creativity, study, geniuses guide. About 7-in-1 guides that will be getting for free for everyone who joins the Smart Creating Lab. And hey, the Smart Creating Lab happens once a year. If you miss this year, you have to wait for October next year. It's actually free to all book bingers, yeah? Because book bingers have been reading since January, and we created this for them, actually. Because, of course, you're not reading to consume. I'm against it. You've not heard it before. I'm the fan. I'm the convener for that. You don't read to consume. You are reading to create. If you read at least 1 book this year, why isn't 1 out of you? It's an anathema. One of the curriculum we give for book bingers once you come in is that you hear this from me. So like book bingers know. We have book bingers who by February, March this year, they've done 12 books. Bestsellers, not just books that are not selling. Bestsellers. They didn't know. They thought they were coming to read until they heard it from me. I could not create a book until I became a book binger. The moment I started reading, I started creating massively. So for me, when I say a day without reading is a wasted day, it's because a day without reading is a wasted day of building creativity. And hey, you are not here to consume, you are here to create. Reason number 9, the 9th reason you should not delay your creativity is because you become what you consume. Let me explain what that means. Consumption shapes your thinking. That's why I say you can't read to consume. If you are reading to consume, it's shaping your thinking. It's shaping your patterns. It's shaping your vocabulary. It's shaping your imagination. If you live in that place, you are living in other people's ideas. Guess what will happen? Your originality will fade. So when do you give us your own original ideas? When does it come into the marketplace? If all you're doing is reading for consumption. See, your mind is a library. Your mind is a library. Add your own books there. Or guess what? You will only have other people's bestsellers there. And the way neural pathways work is that neural pathways are created by repetitive thought patterns. So if you feed creation, you're not just passively consuming, then you can become a creator. But if you're just consuming without understanding that reading is for creation, I know you've never heard that before. And I'm loudly announcing it. You're not reading for consumption. Oh, I just want to learn how to read. That's why we created the Book Bingers book. It's a framework for changing the narrative. That no, we're not here. I tell book bingers every day, you are not here to read your books. I give you the framework for reading to create. For creating now. Why should you create now? Number 10 is because legacy is delayed or lost. So there are two options. Legacy requires output. You either delay it or you lose it. And it's from delay that it gets lost. It gets lost. Next thing you say, somebody has written the book. Why should I write it? I hope you know that James Clear, Atomic Habits, there's really nothing new in quotes, right? In quotes, get my point. I mean, that book is an amazing piece. It helped me a lot with habits. But what I'm saying is, it's still habits, right? And habits have been existing for years before James Clear wrote that book, Atomic Habits. But guess what? He agreed to still write again about habits. Superbook didn't bring anything new. It's not Bible. It's the same Bible, the ancient Bible. But someone says legacy must be built. I can't delay legacy so I will not lose it. So I'm going to release this superbook. CNN says we're going to rewrite legacy. We're going to make legacy by bringing Bible stories that'll be easier for children. That was how Superbook was written. But I hope you know that there's nothing about Superbook that is new. It's Bible. I hope I'm saving somebody that is still thinking, coach, it's not, this thing I want to bring now is about pregnant women. It's not supernatural childbirth, they're not there. Your one great idea matters. That's your own narrative, that's your own story of how you work through supernatural childbirth. It matters. Leaving it unmade is a loss. It's a loss. It's a loss. Think of your work as seeds. Think of that course you want to launch. Consider it a seed. That webinar you want to launch, consider it a seed. That podcast you want to begin. Or somebody wrote to me yesterday and the person's like, I want to begin this podcast. It was beautiful. I said, I'm coming to the Smart Creating Lab for this. I said, awesome. See you there. Think of your work as seeds intended for future generations. Future generations. See it as that book I want to write on choosing the right spouse may not only, of course, not even may scratch that, will not only benefit this generation, it's a seed for future generations. So it means that delaying to sow it now means fewer trees for your children, for the next generation. So will I still write about marriage? You are giving us fewer trees. Can't we have much more trees? Can't we have a plantain plantation? Leave us. Let us have 10,000 books on marriage. It's our choice to choose to read them. I know, by the way, not every book will speak to everybody. There's a book for an audience. There's a book for per person. Do not despise the days of small beginnings. Small starts and grows. So don't think it's just small. Today, I want you to write one future sentence to yourself. A sentence that says, I will do this so that legacy can be grateful. Write in the comment section for me. I will build legacy. I will build legacy now. There's something called the psychology of someday. I talked about the fact that if you are postponing, it is fear. It is fear dressed in a tuxedo, dressed in a suit. It is fear. Someday is comfortable, yeah? I'll build this. No, I know that one day is one day. See, someday is comfortable. But guess what? It's a comfortable addiction you need to fight. You know, I've done a whole lot on addiction. I mean, that's why I wrote the book From Tech Binging to Book Binging. Because here's what I discovered. I discovered that many people are addicted to tech. So it's an addiction. So you replace it with another addiction, right? I want to explain to you that phrase, someday. When will you write that book? I will write it someday. When will you start that course? I will do it someday. Or I can say in the comment section, I'll build legacy now. Thank you. That someday syndrome is an addiction. But you don't realize it's an addiction and it's a comfortable addiction. You're not realizing this because it feels productive. Because it feels like you are planning, in quotes. Thank you. I can see it in the comment section. But guess what? That your plan is sterile plan. Do you know why sterile? You don't have a date. You don't have a plan. You've not told anybody. You've not attended any course or webinar or a session that can help you to unpack all of this idea. So you're just saying someday. Plans without action never birth reality. So that's how I know that someday is a plan, but it's without action. So it can never be a reality. But let's be careful. There's something called the addiction. The comfort of someday is a very comfortable addiction. So let's be careful. Someday is procrastination wrapped in optimism. I know that one day is one day. This is my trauma story. I will share it one day. You're just being optimistic. But let me tell you the truth. Nobody's telling you. It's procrastination. You are procrastinating. You are procrastinating. Sorry about that, please. All right? Someday is positioning your responsibility onto the future self. Saying someday, you're positioning your responsibility into a future self. The sad part about that is that the future self you're positioning, you are assuming that yourself will be braver, richer, or less busy. But that's an assumption. Will you ever get less busy? What's the certainty that your future self will be more clever? What's the certainty that that future self will be braver? So someday is you shifting responsibility. That's high-level irresponsibility, by the way. You are shifting responsibility, interestingly, not to someone else, but to a you that's in the future. There's no plan that you will be braver. There's no plan that you will be clever. There's no plan that you will be less busy. How would that you be less busy? Oh no, I can't do it now. You know my kids are young. Your children will be teenagers. But that's your future self you're telling. It's a future self that will be parenting teenagers. So how would that future self be ready? Oh no, I don't want to do it now when I get married. I don't understand. The you that will have a family to cater to. That's the you that will be ready to write that book. Really? You are postponing your responsibility to a future self that there is no guarantee that future self will be ready for this. So someday is actually responsibility. I know this is hard, but just take it. Now, what again is the psychology of someday? The future perfect self is what the psychology of someday does to you. But you know what that future perfect self is? That future perfect self is a lie. It's a lie that your present brain is using to avoid discomfort now. Temporal discounting humans. That's how they behave. You're putting something, you're telling yourself a lie. Your brain is telling you that. You're accepting, you're telling that lie to your brain, and your brain is that. Why it's accepting it is because it's comfortable. So you are valuing the future reward over the immediate action. That's why it looks like a 5-minute dopamine scroll. You just scroll, let me just quickly check 5 minutes. It will beat 5-year legacy in your brain's ledger. So someday is a boat, but the truth is that boat never leaves the dock. It never leaves. Because everyone keeps promising to row tomorrow. Imagine that that book that you read that saved your studies back in school. You could have failed accounting if not that lecturer put that book that you read one night and you passed those courses. Imagine that book was not written. Imagine that the video that you saw on how to lose weight that you've used, imagine that person never built the confidence to start up that journey and say, I'm going to set my camera. I'll teach people how to lose weight. I'll teach moms who gave birth through CS how to lose weight and shed mommy pouch and all of that. Imagine that person never did. It will be in the someday category. Now, I want to give you 3 tactical escapes from someday. If you're guilty of the someday syndrome, say yes in the comment section. Say your yes so that I can give you 3, 4, all right? 3 tactical escapes from someday. 3 of them. Number 1, how do you escape someday? Someday I will create it. Someday I will do this. I hope that you have booked your session for the Smart Creating Lab. It's one way you can escape the someday syndrome. I'll give you 3 ways, right? Run inside there. Just run there. It's better you have 3 coaches holding you by the hand, plus a community of other smart creators that will be. That's all of you will be. By the time you see one person posts, you say, all of us came here, and you're writing one book. The book is out. Aha. That's the kind of place where you should be. It will help you to escape that someday syndrome. Send us an email, create to the smartspeakersacademy@gmail.com. The team will put the email on the screen in the comment section, so you want to dive in immediately. Number 1, how do you escape the someday syndrome? The 48-hour rule. Do this, right? Every time you plan, start something within 48 hours. The moment you take a tiny action, you begin to anchor your intention. I have an intention. I want to join the Smart Creating Lab within the next 48 hours. Join in now. Join. That's how to beat it. Within the next 48 hours, send that email to us at the smartspeakersacademy@gmail.com. Get into the Smart Creating Lab. Every time, I can see I'm guilty, I need help in the comment section, okay? All right, I need the 48-hour rule. Everybody's saying it. Okay, great. Every time you have an intention to do something, don't wait beyond 48 hours. Don't. It's one of the ways to escape the someday syndrome. Run away from it. You have been planning. I'll join the Smart Creating Lab within the next 48 hours. See, an action is what solidifies intention. Write it down. Action, immediate action is what solidifies intention. You know that book I'm talking about, Cultivating Confidence, that I wrote? I, in the confidence, interestingly, stands for immediate action. Do you know why? You can't build confidence if you're not someone that takes immediate actions. The brothers of David were delaying. They were just wondering, how do we do? David took immediate action. The moment he took an action to say, I'll go and tell Saul that I can beat this guy down, the confidence and faith to face Saul, to face Goliath, I beg your pardon, came and he moved. So practice the 48-hour rule. Faith is now. You read it in your Bible now. Aha. What is now? Within the 48 hours. 48 hours. Immediate action is how you solidify intention. Thank you, like I said in the comment section. Number 2, public accountability. You see this public accountability, it is what you get in the Smart Creating Lab. Because you'll be accountable to the coaches. You'll be accountable to other smart creators that are there. The room is getting filled up fast, by the way. And very soon the early bird discount will be off. So take advantage of the early bird now and go and get seated and get ready. Once you come in, then you get your 7-in-1 bundle. You start working already. So you're not just coming in and waiting till. No, you get your 7-in-1 bundle and then we'll start moving. Public accountability. On your own, you've not released the book now. Is it not it? Aha. The reason you are in the someday trap is because you've been looking for a way to do it on your own. No, you can't. Take it from me, you can't. You can't. On your own? No. You know what Paul said? He said, in a cloud of witnesses. See, for every action, every immediate action you want to take, you need a follow-up public accountability. Sometimes you see some coaches, some heroes, they come out and they say, I want to go on a 30-day intermittent fast journey. They are doing public accountability. Most times they're doing it so that those who they are accountable to, which is you, the followers, we cannot hold them accountable. What you get in the Smart Creating Lab is that public accountability. One of the things you get. Because you'll be able to announce a small deliverable publicly. We will make you announce it. It's not a webinar, it's not a course. It's a lab. So everybody will show you will come, you bring it. We are holding you, you bring it. Social pressure is a reliable engine. Write it down. Do you remember when you wanted to get married? So let me use a more tactical example. You wanted to do your wedding. And you and your spouse to be, you're just planning the wedding, planning the wedding. Oh, Chris, you're here. So good to see you here. You're just planning the wedding. You're just saying, I'll get married. I'll get married. Do you know the day your spouse now carries you to their parents, which are going to be your parents-in-law, what happened to you? Engine, social pressure. You have told them. Now the engine starts running, right? Social pressure. People are now aware that this thing is becoming serious. The second time the engine will be fired up is when you now fix a date and you say, this is October 16th. We're getting married December 16th. What happens to you? Please, somebody tell me in the comment section. What happens to you? You now print a card. You start sharing the card. October 16th. I've shared it to your pastor. I've shared it to your uncles. What happens to you? Let me know in the comment section. Social pressure is an engine. It's a reliable engine. You put yourself under social pressure. When you get to a system of public accountability, people start holding you. It is one tactical way to deal with the someday syndrome. That is why I began this live by asking you this question. If you do not create now, when? When? Get into a system of social pressure. Get into a system of social pressure. Number 3, micro loop system. Micro loop system. So number 1 is the 48-hour rule. Number 2 is the public accountability. Number 3 is micro loop system. Now, create a 7-day loop of task. The next 7 days. One thing you will do in 10 minutes. Because tiny consistency beats heroic bursts. You know, that's why we created the Book Bingers Booth. Because we give a system in our inner circle, which is called the Book Bingers Booth, where we help busy professionals do a book a week all year round. Your book of choice. So it's not a book club. No, it's a booth. It's not a book club. So you're not reading the book I chose for us to read. No. The beauty of the inner circle, the Book Bingers Booth, is that you read your book of choice at your time. Now, one thing we do is that when you pick that book, you get public accountability. So you pick it before everybody in the booth. Everybody's picking it, including me. I pick my book every week as well. Yeah. So everybody knows. Now, what we did is we gave a framework for breaking those books into tiny bits and giving you the speed reading and systems for daily reading so that you can do those books daily. We give you a 7-day loop. I'm using this to explain the 7-day loop system for finishing. So we have seen book bingers. I'm talking busy nurses in the UK, doctors, busy people who are able to do a book a week. Do you know why? Tiny consistency beats heroic bursts. Including me. I'm reading an amazing book this week. I cannot tell myself that, oh, Saturday, once my children take their nap, I'll not sit down and finish the book. And I'll not post in the community that I'm done. No. It's better. Maybe this morning I've done my own, the bits I'm supposed to do today. I've done it. Adrenaline increases. Thank you. Thank you, Ian. Tiny bursts beats heroic. Tiny consistency beats heroic bursts all the time. I want you to write one someday you've told yourself for 6 months plus now. This is October. Too many, of course, I know Miss Bo already said I'm guilty of the someday syndrome. But I needed to know that someday gives you comfort today and robs you of your tomorrow. It gives you comfort today, robs you of the cash of tomorrow. Someday, it's giving you comfort today. The cash you could have made from that book tomorrow, you're being robbed of it. Now, why do creators delay? And how do you break from each of these delays? Why? Why is that delay happening? I want to show you the hidden saboteurs. Not the obvious things. Not the obvious ones of I don't have time. I'm talking about the psychological, social, and identity reasons for each of these, and then I'll give you a fix. You know, as a confidence coach, I work a lot on identity. Okay, so people who are shy, for instance, they've been saying to themselves, I'm shy, right? So I do a lot of identity work. So the reason number 1 you are delaying your creativity is identity mismatch. Identity mismatch. You've not heard anything like that before. That's why we're here. We don't bring the regular. No, I'm not teaching you confidence. No, I'm teaching you confidence smartness, right? Through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. That's why I'm the confidence coach, yeah? Thank you. All right. Number one is identity mismatch. What does it mean? You don't see yourself as a creator. That's why you're not creating. Wow. You didn't see that coming. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Yeah. As a man feels he is, that's how he acts. We saw ourselves as grasshoppers before them. That's why we couldn't enter the land. It's about how you see yourself. The land you possess is a function of the way you see yourself. Yeah. The market you possess is a function of how you see yourself in that market. If you see yourself as a creator, you create. How do you fix this identity mismatch? Say these words with me. Write it in the comment section. I am a creator. I am. Remember that you shall have what you say, right? You know, I have an acronym for myself, and I teach this to clients when they come in for confidence coaching. One of the things I had to do was to create a mantra for myself. And one of the words I say to myself daily is that I'm a God. Let that not EQ, right? It's a whole acronym. It's longer. But the G, it starts with a G. The G stands for God. I say it to myself daily. So I don't have a problem creating. I can create now. That's why I know that I have the framework to give you to create. Because there's an identity matching that has been done in my subconscious. I see myself as a creator. So, silent reason B, why are you struggling with creating? A silent reason. Another silent reason is that you are afraid of being seen. I had a session with someone yesterday that wrote to me and she said, I listen to the live. I feel like I'm attacked. Coach, I want to create. I want to do this. And I said to her, okay, let's go. What do you want to do? And in that conversation, she said to me, I don't even know where to begin because I think I want to do something faceless. See, the fear of being seen is real. So people begin to, when I was in that conversation with her, she said, you know, you are mistaking visibility for vulnerability. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Visibility is not necessarily vulnerability. But the truth is, if we don't see you, you can't make impact. No, I didn't say it. The Bible said, seest thou a man before he will not stand before kings. You will see him first. Before you not see his diligence, before he cannot stand before kings. Do you see the chain? I want to make impact. I want the next generation to know me. I want kings to call me. I want to be seen in the palace. I'm a light on the hill. That's auntie. Hello, sir. Hello, ma. Seest thou a man? We need to see you first. We need to normalize being seen. How do you fix this fear of being seen? Share drafts. Share notes. Don't be in a WhatsApp group and you're not writing anything there. No. Share it. That's as raw as it is. Just share it. Just share it. Your audience, the world, including me, we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for truth. Just share it. You want to write about marriage and you want to tell people that if you want to pick a partner, consider his family. Share it. Yes, it's not yet looking like a book, but just share that truth. Each step of putting your truth out there is a step towards beating the fear of being visible. That fear is real. That fear of being seen is real. Silent reason number 3. And I think we'll have a few more to take before the end of this live. How is it going, by the way? I know that you are getting some value. I know, right? I know. Sorry about that, please. I know. Silent reason number 3, comparison paralysis. Comparison paralysis. Thank you for the kind words. I can see the comment section. Awesome. Nice. Good. Okay. Thank you. Silent reason number C, comparison paralysis. You cannot start because you measure yourself by others. You know the way Paul says it. Those who compare themselves by others are fools. So, because you want to start, you now see somebody who has been doing it every day. You go and look at their background, you look at their microphones, and you just say, you know what, this thing is not for me. I cannot. You now go to look at 10 people who have done it. You say, do you see the way she preaches marriage? I cannot. So I don't even think my marriage is that perfect for me to talk about marriage. I know myself. Even the other day, my husband and I say, they fight. No, I cannot. I'm not the one. And because you saw somebody who else who said, in my marriage, I've never had to correct my husband before. Every time, ever since we got married, it's been 25 years, we've never had a fight. I just say, me, I can't come out too. The other day, I told my husband I'm angry with what he did, so I'm not coming out. Comparison paralysis. That's why you're afraid. How do you fix this? Limit your research. Thank you. Like I said in the comment section, limit your research. How do you limit your research? Limit it to 30 minutes and then create for 60. Let me explain that. Then I will explain the next thing you can do. The next thing you can do is to curate a 2-person competitor list. Just 2. Bring it down. Nail it down. So you want to go into marriage, for instance. Just find 2 people that are good. Listen to them. Listen to them for 30 minutes. Create for 60 minutes. So these are 2 ways. The first way is to narrow your research to 30 minutes, then create for 60 minutes. Then reduce your... Some of these, I have 10 mentors. I don't understand. You're putting yourself in trouble. You're putting yourself in trouble. I have 15 mentors. I'll listen to them before I now write to... Reduce it reduce it to a 2-person competitor list. So you're getting inspiration from a channel, get a mentor that you look up to. That's all. That's all. I don't have 10 people I'm looking up to. Why? No. I look at my mentor coach when you look and I fly. I don't move. I listen for some minutes and I go to create for hours. That's it. That's it. That is the way you can beat that comparison analysis. That comparison paralysis. You've listened to 500 people. When you now come out to talk, something is telling you, hey, you're not sounding like Mama Funke Adejimo. You want to talk marriage? Can't you see the way Mama Funke Adejimo is with so much fire? And then after listening to that, you now go and bring Bimbo's message, Pastor Bimbo. You will listen to her and say, so much fire. Then you go and bring, I don't want to keep calling names. You bring another marriage person and you say, they have finished me. I cannot. I'm enjoying this conversation today, and I hope that you're getting so much value as well. All right? This next silent reason is the fear of failure. The fear of failure. This one is silent because I had to call it silent because most people, what they do is that they are actually disguising the fear of failure as strategy. So let's say you want to come into the Smart Creating Lab. See the way fear of failure will come in to tell you, you know that you did not really read so much this year. All you read is not just 2 books. It's even books on parenting that you read. So leave it. You have not really read book on marriage. Just leave it. Next year, since you said it's October, next year you come. So that you will not go and fail when you write your book on marriage. You not say, it's true. It's not strategy. It's something like strategy, right? So you not say, okay, let me go strategize for next year. If you do that, next year will come, you will still be ready. Fear of failure can come as strategy. Just know it. Just know it. Just know it. You call avoidance research. You say, no, I'm still researching about it. That's why you're avoiding your work. It's avoidance, it's not research. I'm telling you now, it's avoidance, it's not research. How do you beat this? How do you beat this? Allocate 3 small experiments. And just tell yourself that failure gives me data, not defeat. I need to write that down. Failure gives me data. Failure shows me what's not working. It's not defeat. So I've tried this with my kids. This doesn't work for them in the morning. So I think I need to start. It gives you data. So when I wake my kids up in the morning, I'm not the one who does it. It affects their day and it gives me some kind of grumpy morning. Instead of you to say, you know what, let them wake up by themselves. It's giving you data. It's giving you data. It's not defeat. So you don't give up and say, I'm not going anymore. No. It gives you data to say, okay, I think when I'm going to wake them up from each person's room, I play this music that they love so that they know it's morning. It's giving you data. That's how you beat the fear of failure. See, just tell yourself that, yes, I read only 3 books, but I'll still write my book on marriage. And even if I release it, and it gives me data, maybe by the time I release it, somebody will tell me, Amma, you didn't talk about in-laws in this your book. That's data. That's data. So the next book you write, you now add it. Simple. The next belief, the next silent reason that's keeping you bound from creating is you have a resource scarcity belief. I need money. I need tools. No, I need to buy that kind of microphone that this coach is using. I need a team. After all, coach, I think she has team members. She's always talking team. So me too, I need my own team. What you have now is enough. I'm coming to you like that prophet that met the widow. Hi. Okay. Well done. Well done, so it is so good to have you here. All right. So, as opposed to, thank you. You love my glasses. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the compliment. So, instead of thinking, I need money, I need this. Somebody's laughing in the comment section. I need tools. I need this. What you need is a smart creating lab where you can actually come and create smartly. That's what you need. That's what you need. You're not coming there for us to tell you go and buy a microphone before you start your own podcast. So, no. I'm here today like that prophet that said to the widow woman, what you have is enough. What you have is enough. What you have is enough. Go and sell your oil and go and move. Just move. What you have now is enough for where you are now. Write it down. What I have now is enough for what I have, what I need now. What I have now is enough for what I need now. Finally, the last fear that's holding people bound is the last reason, right? I beg your pardon. That's holding people down is that, oh, you love my accent. Thank you. Is turning fear of failure into fuel. How do you now turn the fear of failure or whatever fears that you have? How do you turn it into fuel? Take it from me, I'm the confidence coach, right? That's the last segment we're taking for today. How do you turn fear into failure? Fear is not an enemy. It's a compass. Yeah. It's a compass because it's showing you what is discomfortable. And the thing about discomfort is that is where your greatness lies. So that book you're afraid of writing, you should be writing it. That smart creating lab that you're afraid and you're saying, I heard that there will be 3 coaches there. I heard that people have registered. I should not go there and disgrace myself. You should be jumping inside there. That thing you're afraid of is your compass. It's your compass. And it was Job who said, the thing I feared most. The thing I feared most. So when you know how to read your fear, you can actually convert anxiety into acceleration. You can convert anxiety into acceleration when you know how to read fear. How do you do that? 3 stages. 3. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I think we had a network glitch that just took me off. I don't know what happened. All right. So I want to give you the 3 conversion phases, the 3 conversion model for converting your fears into fuel. Like I said, that if you have this model, you can actually turn your anxiety into acceleration. Thank you for having me back, and thank you for staying till now. Number 1, feel. Feel. Trauma coaches will tell you, feel it. How do you feel? What do you want? What's your feelings saying, right? So feel it. Name it. Say it out loud. This is my fear. I'm afraid nobody will buy this book if I write it. Coach, I'm afraid that I will not be able to do what is needed for me to do here. So name it. So what happens when you name your fear is that the amygdala calms when the prefrontal cortex describes the threat. So the moment it does, the amygdala no longer sees it as a risk. So what happens is that you reduce the intensity of that fear the moment you name it. So consider this session a mini confidence coaching session, right? So this is what you're going to do for me in the comment section. Write your fear, name it. I fear visibility, if that's your fear. I fear rejection, if that's your fear. I fear failure. Just name it. The moment you name it, immediately the amygdala will calm the prefrontal cortex. It will tell it that we are okay, we are fine. Because the threat is described, that means we are fine. Labeling reduces intensity. Labeling, like I said the other day, I said, imagine that you're having headaches, you're having high fever, you're running temperature, a lot of things are just happening to you as a woman who is married. And then you go to the hospital and the doctor says, oh, ma'am, congratulations, you're pregnant. You know that the intensity of that thing will just change. Immediately, everything, everywhere you'll be seeing that illness will just change. That's it. Naming, labeling reduces intensity. Number 2, now that you have named it, like you're now feeling it, you're agreeing to it, frame it. Number 2 is frame it. Reframe the meaning of failure. What do you think? Like I said, failure gives you data. Failure is feedback. It's feedback, it's giving you data. So rename that fear. Instead of I failed, think I learned XYZ. So what you want to do, oh, I fear inconsistency. Thank you, my darling, for putting that right there. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And let me say this, right? For inconsistencies, it's because of people like you that we created the Daily Creative Guide, Daily Creativity Guide. You'll be having 365 tools. So every day, the day you don't feel like, just open that your guide. Take the guide, the tool for the day. 365 tools for making you a creative person daily. 365. You've never seen anything like that. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah. So that's how to beat inconsistency. Yeah. And thank you for sharing. That's brave of you. I really consider you brave right now. Okay. So reframe the meaning of failure. So if you are afraid today I will create, tomorrow not create. No, we already have 365 tools for you. 365 tools for you. Okay. So you should be at the Smart Creating Lab, because the beauty is that you get this 71 bundle for free. The 71 bundle alone is more expensive than the price for getting into the Smart Creating Lab. It's expensive, but I'm giving it to everybody for free because, I mean, these are the kind of messages I get. Okay, people have reached out to me to say, how do I stay consistent? How do I do this? So I have to create a 365 tools for staying daily creative, right? Okay, so number 2 is frame it. Frame it. Reframe the meaning of failure, like I said. Create a failure taxonomy. What was controllable when you failed? What was missing? What do you iterate? What do you change? Because guess what? When you iterate, it's like a refinery. So when you are framing this failure, you are actually giving yourself a refining process of how you see that failure. And that's how you can come back. Number 3, the final way. Before I leave, framing. Remember that the Bible says the righteous man falleth 7 times, right? But he rises again. So even though you fall 4 times, you fall 7 times, just keep moving. Number 3, now that you have felt it, you have framed it, the next thing you want to do is to fuel it. How? Turn the learning into your next experiment. What you learned? Oh, you learned that other book, you did not put anything about in-laws. Turn it to your next experiment now. The next will put it. Use failure data to change one variable and retest it within 7 days. So one thing I want to say is, you can keep a failure diary. Or better still, in your gratitude journal, write your failures. Thanking God for the failure. It's one thing I do. If you keep a failure diary, write 1 page, what I tried to do, what happened, 1 change for the next time. And the next thing, when you want to fuel it, now make a public micro commitment. Post your next experiment date. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Post your next experiment date. So if you hear me come and say things like I go live Mondays to Fridays, I'm actually posting my next experiment to you. So I'm making a public declaration that I have to keep to because I've said it in the public. I have to show up, right? One thing you want to do is if a test fails, turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Alrighty, and I hope that this has been good for you. I know, not that I hope, I know that this has been good for you. And I want to leave you with this. Get yourself into the Smart Creating Lab. You do not want to miss it at all. Just get yourself inside there. I want to leave you with these final words, right? Let me say this before we close. If there's one truth I want stamped in your mind today, the truth is you were created to create. I love for you to write this in the comment section. I want you to put this where you can see it. I am created to create. Thank you, Chris. I'm not here to consume. I'm not here to just consume content from others. I'm here to contribute concepts. I'm not just here to watch the world evolve. I'm here to shape the world. When God said, let us make man in our own image, I hope you know that he did not mean that you should scroll in his image. No, he meant that you should create in his image of creation. That's how he created you. He meant that we should create in his image. Creation is your inheritance. It's your default. It's your image. Innovation is your identity. Contribution is your calling. You have been called to contribute to this world. Not just to pass by. Not just to consume. The breath of life that God breathed into you in Genesis 2 verse 7 wasn't oxygen. It wasn't oxygen. It was imagination. He breathed in you the power of imagination. It wasn't just oxygen. He breathed in you the divine spark. The divine spark to start something from nothing. It is that spark that made the Wright brothers made the first airplane. That spark is in you. You were not born to just fill your gallery with screenshots. Oh, let me screenshot. Coach has released another book. Bam, you screenshot it. That's not why you're here. Or let me just screen record this thing she just said. That's not why you're here. You are here to fill your world with systems that you create. Because you know why? The world doesn't remember watchers. This world does not remember watchers. No. It remembers workers. People who work on their creativity will be remembered in this world and the world to come. The stage belongs to those who build their confidence in secret. However, they shine on the spotlight in public. The spotlight finds those who serve their ideas to the world. Do you know the truth? The truth is creation is not easy. Yes. Creation is not easy. It's uncomfortable. It's unpredictable. Oh, tell me about discomfort. Creation is discomforting. It's unpredictable. Most times it's even unseen. But you know, that's how childbirth is. That's how childbirth is. But guess what? That is where life begins. So maybe the tension you feel now isn't frustration. Maybe it's labor pain. Yeah. Maybe it's labor pain. Something inside you is boiling to release this child. Something inside is ready to be born, ready to give birth to something. That is for you that we created the Smart Creating Lab. It's not just another program. It's not just a course, a webinar. No, it's a birthing room for creators. Let me tell you what happens inside the lab. Inside the lab is where thinkers become builders. You say, no, you've been thinking. Go and build. It's where consumers will become creators. You don't just get motivation there. You get a method. You get a method. You don't just get hype. You get habits. Number one, we give you the Smart Creating Framework. The Smart Creating Framework is what contains our 7-in-1 Smart Creators Bundle. We call it the Creative Confidence Kit. So you get the 7-in-1 bundle. That 7-in-1 contains mindset for creativity, monetizing your creativity, scaling up your creativity, 7 of them, right? And these 7 will be able to rewire your brain for brilliance. Plus the daily creativity guide, which has 365 tools. That alone has covered the money you're paying to come and join the Smart Creating Lab. 365 tools. Who does it? Who does that? Okay. Number 2 is that you get the Creators Thinking System, okay? How to think from inspiration to innovation. Number 3, you get a daily creative activation Every day you keep getting guided challenges, you'll be getting micro routines that can help you to stretch your creativity. So by the end of 30 days after this, come on now. By the end of the 3 days, a 3-day journey, by the time you are done the 3 days alone, plus the most important thing is that you get a smart creators community. So you be in a space, a network of creators who don't just talk about ideas, they build them. Probably one of the reasons you're struggling to create is because you've not found yourself in a community of creators. When you are there, you create. It's no noise. This is no vanity metrics. No. It's about clarity, consistency, collaboration. That's one thing you get in the Smart Creating Lab. And then finally, you be able to get a monetization master plan. Oh, I don't know how much to put for that my book. I don't know how to monetize this my idea. You get that monetization blueprint, that monetization master plan. You get it, so that your creativity becomes your career, not just your hobby. It becomes income, not just, I just want to make impact. No, there's no impact without income. So the lab is for you. The lab is for you, number one, if you've consumed too much. The lab is for you. The lab is for you if you want to stop being inspired and you want to start being impactful. The lab is for you. The lab is for you if you know there is more inside you that you need structure to bring it out. Then the Smart Creating Lab is for you. If this is you, it's not coincidence that you are here. It is your creative calling you. Because listen, the longer you delay your creation, the longer the world must wait for its solution. And like I said, ideas don't die. They move to the next available person. I don't want to bring it out. It will not die. It will not die with you. No, it will go to the next available person. But the good news is you're not behind schedule. You're just behind expression. You're not behind schedule. If you don't create now, when? When? If not you, who will create it? If not here, where? If not now, when? So join the Smart Creating Lab. Stop consuming your confidence away. Stop it. Start creating your legacy right now. Start creating your legacy. You don't know where to begin? It's simple. We've made for you. The email will be on the screen. If you send an email, create@thesmartspeakersacademy@gmail.com, or just send us send me a WhatsApp message, create, to the number on the screen. Okay? If you send me a WhatsApp email, a WhatsApp message, create, to the number on your screen right now, or you send us an email to thesmartspeakersacademy@gmail.com, or you send us a WhatsApp message with the WhatsApp number on the screen, you will definitely get access to the Smart Creating Lab. It's been beautiful being here today. I love it that you are living here with some value. All right, adding some thank yous in the comment section, and people saying they got so much value. I love it. I love to come here and give you value, and that's why I go live Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. And the beauty is that throughout October, we will still be talking about smart creating every day. Until you create, I will not rest. So every day we'll still keep talking about smart creating until you can actually become that person who can create, right? So thank you so much for joining in today. It's been good and amazing. Thank you so much for being here today. It's been amazing having you here. I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. You know that friend that's been struggling to create, right? Share this live with them now. Tell them to actually sit with this. That's just a few minutes after 1 hour. So they should just sit with it and they're going to get blessed as well. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Oh, you're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome. I can see the thank yous and the God bless yous in the comment section. Bye, everybody. See you.